My name's Claire Stanners and I am the Metering Operations Manager here at Wave. What sparked Project No Flow was due to some investigations I was conducting on Wave's non-household water meters. I established very quickly that we had quite a few meters that were zero consuming, and really we needed to investigate these. And then it got me thinking about how this was market-wide. We partnered with a company called Occutrace. They are water specialists, and we provided them with a sample of water meters that we believe to be zero consuming. And what we wanted to establish is the reason why the meters were zero consuming. So what we asked them to do is to look at the meter size, the meter manufacturer, age of the meter. Was the meter visibly okay? Was the meter broken? The primary aim of the project is to really establish a meter replacement programme. From the data we found, quite a lot of the meters were very ageing. In fact, some of the meters were over 30 plus years. They didn't look broken, there was nothing visibly wrong with them. The meters had just mechanically failed. We selected specific businesses that we know should be using water: nursing homes, hairdressers, restaurants, pubs. We took a sample of their reading history over the last 3 reads. That quickly established the ones that weren't consuming. Out of the 2,000 meters that we went and inspected, approximately 27% of these meters were actually zero consuming. It was various meter ages, it was various meter manufacturers in there, and what we were tending to find was the meters that were aged between your sort of your 10 and your 15 years, these were the ones that were starting to and tending to fail. And when we looked at the consumption history on the report and the times that they started to fail, it was around the 7-8 years you could start and see it failing. There was a couple of key outcomes from the project. We really needed to look at the volume of meters in the ground that were potentially not consuming water. Out of the meters that we did find to be zero consuming, around 64% were literally degraded. There was other things that we came across. Vacancy or occupancy was one of them. We did also establish that quite a lot of the customers themselves were aware that the meters weren't consuming neither. We would then have a follow-up conversation with them to help them to understand when to speak to us, when to notify Wave as soon as they come across a problem. So it was an education piece for everybody that was involved in the project. The overall conclusions following the project is the accuracy of data. So that's very key, making sure that what we have in our data set matches what the market has in that data set. One of the recommendations is for the market, for other retailers to have a recognised validation process in place to make sure they are being picked up and wholesaler forms raised very quickly. It's around, the actual meters themselves. They only last a certain period of time. So what we're also recommending is a recognised asset sort of replacement programme, and also as part of this, a meter condition assessment, whereas once a meter gets to around about 7 years of age, no, not go out and replace it, but to restart and maybe it's every 2-3 years to go out and have a look at the meter, have a look at the condition of the meter. Is it recording accurately? Hopefully with all these smart meter programs running out, that smart enabled meter will be put in its place. So it's really starting to work with the wholesalers to support them getting better meters out there.